Take a deep breath in and exhale. Close your eyes. Keep breathing deeply. See yourself entering into a place that goes beyond the physical place that you are at. It's a place that you can call special, magical, blessed, sacred. Use the word that resonates with you the most. This is your place. It is in your meditation, and it is about your life. The important thing about this place is that it allows our souls to meet and acknowledge each other, to nourish and celebrate each other. Take a deep breath and exhale. See yourself surrounded in the presence of the entity that you value the most. God, the higher power, the source, the universe, whatever it is. You believe is perfect even in the imperfection others perceive about your belief. And including if you, by any doubt or fear, are seeing imperfection in your belief. Even if someone has said, how can someone so intelligent like you still believe in fill the blank? Or even if you are telling yourself, how is it possible that I still believe in fill the blank? It is perfect. If that is the belief that you have today, it is perfect. It is working for today. And after all, this moment is the only one that you have granted. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, declare that it was a wise decision to step up into this place. And by getting out of the trap of doing more stuff, you gave yourself the opportunity to allow for your mind to become sharper and more precise, for your spirit to become stronger, and for your heart to become more loving. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let go the attachment to any question that shows up, including, how does that work? Will it work for me? Instead of fighting with the question, take them as part of the message. If something like, would it work for me, shows up, why wouldn't? Why the meditation will work, is working, has worked for many others and not you? What do you believe makes you undeserving that it works for you? So, do you see? This meditation is a game. It's some kind of a game that whatever you do, you prosper. How will you treat life if every day you believe that whatever you do or not do, you in some way will prosper, you in some way will thrive? How can that be possible? By choosing love as your weapon. That's the secret sauce. So obvious that people discard it. It could not be. It's so easy. No, it could. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, declare that you are willing and able to make the most of your time in this space and from your life. Declare that you are totally receptive to your message for today aware that is coming all the way from the subconscious to the conscious, and aware that when the message shows up, it is giving you the valuable gift of the opportunity to see what has been hidden and to heal it. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Declare that you are totally committed to interview your message for today with curiosity as an ally. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let go any attachment to a specific way or form. Are you keeping in mind the message could show up as a thought, memory, body sensation, particular emotion, something during your time in this meditation? Since this space is yours, you can choose to take it with you wherever you go today because it's a special mindset. Or even if you decide not to, whatever transformation starts here will give fruits later. Suddenly, when you are least expecting it, you listen something that you might have heard before, but suddenly you give it a new meaning. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let go any attachment to a specific message. Is that message an option? Indeed, it could be. Why not? Is it possible that you are trying to force things to see that message? Could be. Do you believe that if I am asking you to detach from a message, is that you have been doing something wrong? Not at all. Do you realize that your attachments also allow you to know your values, for example? However, are you keeping in mind the universe is infinite? Infinite rules. Infinite rules. Therefore, in a universe that is infinite, what if? What if you choose to believe that becoming receptive to whatever shows up is what is going to allow you to learn, grow, and evolve the most at this time? At this time, take a deep breath and exhale. And declare that from freedom you transform. In what do you become the best? From freedom you transform. In what do you become the best? From freedom you transform. In what you are the best. Use the affirmation that resonates with you the most. From freedom I transform. In what do I become the best? From freedom I transform. In what I am the best. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, observe which came first. A thought, a memory, a body sensation, a particular emotion. Is it something attached to your past, to your present circumstances, or to your future? If it's about the future, are you looking at a future limited by all those moments in the past where you perceive that you were unable to be the best because of fill the blank? or that you reach and became the best in fill the blank, but later you fill the blank. Is it possible that you have been going through life with the emotional baggage of those moments that you perceive you were the best, and then you didn't keep being the best in? Is it possible that you forgot that for becoming the best in fill the blank, sometime have to be relocated? Is it possible that you stop being the best in fill the blank because you started to give your time to something else? Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform, in what do I become the best? From freedom I transform, in what do I become the best? Look at your past. When you think that you are no longer the best in fill the blank, does that inspire you or put it in despair? Or are you asking, how can stopping to be the best could inspire me? Well, maybe you were the best in being nasty with people, for example, in treating people like garbage, for example, or in illegal activity. You were really, really the best, but then fill the blank. There was some shift in your heart, there was some shift in your mindset. So do you realize that it is possible to be inspired to stop being the best in fill the blank? Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform, in what do I become the best? From freedom I transform, in what do I become the best? What if right now you choose to ask yourself, in what do I desire to be perceived as the best? What do you desire to be perceived as the best? Do you have your list? Did you immediately thought about a couple of things? Are those things in the list related to things that you could do? Or things that you could have to be perceived as the best? The question is, do you realize there is a difference between being perceived as the best and being the best? Do you realize that if you attach being perceived as the best to have some stuff, you could get into the trap of buying stuff that you don't even want, for example? Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform, in what do I become the best? From freedom I transform, in what do I become the best? Are you concerned that if you become the best, now you can't buy or you can't do? Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, remember, this meditation is about expanding your sphere of consciousness, expanding your sphere of awareness, expanding, raising your level of alertness. And by being here, you are doing just that. If you become the best in fill the blank, or if you perceive you are already the best in fill the blank, and you want to buy fill the blank, you can do it. Is that what you really would love? Or are you buying that because then people will perceive me as the best? Do you realize that no matter what you do or not do, someone will show up willing to criticize you in your front or at your back? Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform, in what do I become the best? From freedom I transform, in what do I become the best? Are you concerned of, but what if I am already the best? Do I have to transform that? Is it possible that you are attached everything that you do in life around being the best at fill the blank? But you are more than one area of your life: vocational, physical, financial, familial, mental, spiritual, social. Do you realize the concern that could be in attaching your life, everything of your self-image, defining everything you do or not do around what you perceive that you are the best? Do you realize people, when they need to retire because of fill the blank, sometimes lose perspective about who they are? Could that be happening to you right now? Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, declare, I adjust my perspective about who I am. And from a place of love, I align with being the best me. I adjust my perspective about who I am. And from a place of love, I align with being the best me. How does that look like for you? Do you realize there is only one you in the universe, in the whole universe, only one you, only one combination of experiences, knowledge, abilities, skill. Even if you believe in parallel universe, in those other universes, there is another version of you. The version of you that is here is unique. So at the moment that you start to aim to be the best you, there is a prerequisite. What would that mean for you? Are you choosing to be the best you based on the voices of others, or based on your inner voice? Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform, in what do I become the best? From freedom I transform, in what do I become the best? Look into the future. If you believe a future where you are the best in fill the blank, it's the future that you would love to be in the different areas of your life. How does that look like? Vocational, physical, familial, financial, mental, social, spiritual. Do you believe being the best in fill the blank with the area of your life is better than be the best in fill the blank with the other area of your life? Take a deep breath in and relax. You are entitled to believe whatever it is that you believe. The question is it possible that when you interact with people that they are the best in, they are considered the best in, but you don't see any value in being the best at whatever it is? Is it possible that automatically you are closing yourself to their ideas, to their projects? Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let go anything that could be overwhelming on taking your peace away. Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform, in what do I become the best? From freedom I transform, in what do I become the best? But I am the best already in. That's great. How are you keeping up to date to be the best in that? Is there any possibility that there is another area of your life that you would love to be the best, but fill the blank? Is it possible that you are trying to be the best at fill the blank because you believe that's the only thing you have? Who am I if I am not fill the blank? Do you believe that even if you have set up records, high standards, and someone shows up and broke that record, do you believe you stopped of being the best? Do you realize that your impact from that moment that you reach fill the blank is still going everywhere? You realize that for some people, no matter what you do or not do, you will be the best because they love you. Declare, I adjust my perspective about who I am. From a place of love, I align to be the best version of myself. I adjust my perspective about who I am. And from a place of love, I align to be the best version of myself. How does that look like for you? Do you believe love is a weak strategy or a powerful strategy? Do you realize that if you believe a strategy is weak, it's for losers, you will avoid it? Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform in what do I become the best. From freedom I transform in what do I become the best. Do you realize that in order for you to step up into new levels of service, profit, health, freedom, and greatness in whichever you value the most, when you give yourself permission to be the best you, the higher version of yourself, you start interacting differently with others. And you start interacting differently with the opportunities that shows up for your life. Declare, I adjust my perspective about who I am. And from a place of love, I align with being a masterpiece. I adjust my perspective about who I am. And from a place of love, I align with being a masterpiece. How does that look like for you? How does that feel for you? And if you are trying to tell me you are saying that because you don't know me, I do know that you are here looking for answers. I do know that you have been willing to step out of the comfort zone and do something totally different. And I do know that there is only one you in the whole universe. Therefore, that makes you a masterpiece. So, in case you don't believe you are a masterpiece, I declare over your life that you are a masterpiece. Are you willing to step up into your greatness and start from now on to speak and listen as a masterpiece would do? From freedom I transform. In what do I become the best? From freedom I transform. In what do I become the best? From freedom I transform. In what do I become the best?